when Iran nominates their third Ayatollah in 48 hours.
Wait. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
Well, if we're counting bombings as wars, then Obama probably started 7 or 8 of them. So yeah, we're definitely World War XI by now. Dennis Quaid brought his bulldog Peaches onto a morning show.
Dennis Quaid, welcome back. Peaches, welcome back. Always.
Peaches.
Oh,
did we do something to offend Peaches? Yeah, forget the side-eye Peaches. What is that?
Peaches is upset about something. All right. Okay, Peaches.
All right.
I'll talk to Dad then. We did the math. She looked over.
You're glad to be here?
Not really.
Yeah.
If you own a red MAGA hat and voted for Trump, I expect you to be on the front lines of this war. Every last one of you. Every last one of you. Not me, because, I'm a Democrat. We would never fight in a war. America, icky, gross. We just want to live here. We don't want to defend our freedoms.
Dear Donald Trump, instead of sending our boys and girls to fight in your illegal war, why don't you send Barron Trump? Hi, I'm Musab Ali, and I'm running for Congress here in New Jersey.
Ugh. Why would Trump send Barron when Obama didn't send his girls to his wars?
On my flight over, I was grounded for a few hours, and so I was listening to music, and the guy next to me, he was like, you have to put your phone into airplane mode. Like, yeah, don't worry, I know. I'll put it into airplane mode as soon as we get going. He goes, I'd actually be more comfortable if you put your phone into airplane mode right this second. I was like, I'll make a deal with you. I'll put my phone into airplane mode as soon as they put this plane into airplane mode.
Squishy. James Tallarico, the Texas nominee for U.S. Senate, says trans children are made in God's own image.
Trans children are God's children, made in God's own image. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing at all. They are perfect, they are beautiful, and they are sacred. Bullying children is immoral. It's a sin, a special kind of sin.
God created children. Deranged leftist parents created trans children.
I'm jealous of trans people because I can't become what I want to become, which is Usher. I don't know why I wrote that. Which is Usher, I wrote. I do kind of want to be Usher a little bit, though. Gonna burn for me to say this. Don't you wish you could do that? Don't you wish you could just do that?
Facts are having a tough time, don't you think? It's been a hard time. It's the worst time in history to be a fact. I would not want to be a fact right now. It came out of nowhere too. Facts were like coasting. It was great to be a fact for forever, really. Since the beginning of time, they were the guest of honor in every conversation. Endorsed by Snapple. They had corporate ad money. That's how good it was to be a fact.
Could you eat a 96-ounce steak? I could sure try. God bless America.
I do think there should be an age limit for the president now. Mostly because I played the board game Risk with my 80-year-old father. And one night, 5 hours into a game, my dad attacked Asia with all of his troops because he was, and I quote, tired and wanted to finish the game. I was like, Dad, it's 9 p.m. He was not in Saigon.
About Donald Trump.
I love Donald Trump. He's strong. He said he'd do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you elected?
No, I voted for Joe Biden.
You're crazy. Never voted.
And then I voted for Kamala.
Never vote for Democrat. No one. They asshole.
You don't like Kamala?
No. than her.
Oh my God, I love Nana. And she says, if you vote for Kamala, you're cool. If you want her as your Nana, leave your thoughts below.
It's literally winter in Canada, and this guy's driving a Lambo. Are you kidding me? How do you even have traction in that thing?
Is that the Canadian Lambo?
That's crazy.
Kick her down, dude. Just married.
And soon to be divorced.
Yeah, baby.
When apple picking the other day, that's what I called it. The judge called it shoplifting from the Apple store or whatever. But I got an iPhone, I got an iPad, but there were a lot of eyewitnesses, so that didn't work out so well. I don't deserve a cell phone. I can't text. This is me composing a text. It takes 10 minutes to complete a sentence. And if I'm driving, I'm even slower. And if I'm drinking and driving, you can't even read it. You know what I mean? So, and if I do text, autocorrect jumps in and ruins my text. It was my birthday last week. My sister texted, "Happy birthday, do you feel old?" And I texted back, "I'm going gray." But autocorrect decided we didn't need the R, so it said, "I'm going gay." And then my sister texted back, "We always knew." What the fuck is that? Anyway.
One of my favorite cheap cuts, flank steak. Avocado oil, rub that in, dust on there.
Where are you getting flank steak for cheap, bro?
Grill all the way up, high heat. Beautiful.
A little over.
Can't complain about that.
I used to be an architect, believe it or not. I used to design buildings, yeah. And working in a firm like that, I was the only chip in the cookie.
Only chip in the cookie.
I was the only black guy in the building.
He was the only black guy. I get it, Barbara.
I saw that exchange. She had to interpret. He was the only black guy. Chip in the cookie. She's like, he bakes? What is he talking about?
2 reasons why this is the best sandwich ever.
I can tell you 2 reasons why it's not. That bread's so black, if you tried to serve it to a white woman, she'd clutch her purse.
That bread's blacker than you, homie.
Then the meat rawer than trying for a child. You must have cooked this on opposite day.
When I asked for a sushi boat and they pulled up with a sushi yacht, like I was hosting seafood Coachella. Can you bring a friend at least? Is this for the whole restaurant?
10 years it took me to realize that you don't need to ask your wife to bring you anything. You don't need to waste your energy going, "Hun, would you mind? I know you're busy while you're up there. When you're in the kitchen, could you don't do any of that. You point at the thing you want and you go, and then the item you want will come hurtling towards you at such a speed, you'll have to defend yourself from it.
And when I say the name Donald Trump, like, what's one word that comes to mind?
Evil. He is actually, to me, he's like the forces of evil incarnated. Because I do believe there are forces of evil and forces of good on this planet, and that world wars were fought between that. He's a force, something like Hitler.
When I see her, one person comes to mind: Baba Yaga. Or 3 words: bat crazy. How people eat in movies. Yep.
I talked to Jake's teacher today.
Oh, yeah?
He skipped school again.
What are we gonna do with him?
Wait, homie took a bite. I never seen that before. On my grandpa's farm, we used to give the horses Pop Rocks. Will Gus eat a Sour Punch candy?
Do you think Gus will like to try a sour chew candy? You gonna try it? What do you think about that?
People ask, why is it okay for Japanese chefs to use their hands when they're cooking, but not Indians? Well, a lot of those street food videos, the Indian guys just got finished peeing in the alley behind them. When you're motivated in the military. Double saw. Zero targets it. But did it look cool though?
What do? You believe in yourself? Yeah, what do you do for a living, sir?
Construction.
Construction. Every time a white guy says construction, they're not really doing the construction. He's out there in a suit with a yellow hat, like, yeah, Pedro, you can do that. Pedro, I'll let you do that.
His wife's clapping along because she knows it's true.
What do you got going on, Marcos? Fantastic.
Oh, here's the Pop Rocks. What's he smiling though? Uh-oh. Now, did you give him the grape flavored Pop Rocks because he's brown?
What kind of food did they serve in medieval taverns? Well, one popular dish was a stew like this 15th century recipe for bocanade. Now, there were lots of different levels of tavern, just like there are different levels of restaurants today, and this would have been served at some of the nicer places in town, since it calls for nicer ingredients like quality meat and even some spices. But even the poorest of taverns would offer you some sort of stew. Often they'd be what you might call a perpetual stew. Essentially, as people ate the stew, more ingredients would be added to take their place, so the pot never went dry. It would be kept warm by the fire for whenever anyone got hungry. This kind of stew is not so popular today because, you know, health codes, but there was a stew served in Perpignan, France that was said to have been going non-stop for 500 years until World War II came along and ruined the streak.
Dang, World War II, man. Had to ruin the stew. America will welcome anyone in that comes here the right way. Hey, and if they embrace our culture too, that's a hell yeah. If you had to kill animals yourself, would you eat them?
And his name is Crabclaw. Not only did I hunt him, I spent a good part of last year waking up at 4 in the morning, driving an hour and a half, sitting in a deer stand all day just to see nothing but squirrels, staying well past dark, almost getting a divorce just so I could put him on my wall and make some deer jerky. We call it hunting.
Not only would we, but we made a sport out of it.
So, you've decided to be black. Here's everything you need to know. This man should be avoided at all costs. You'll now be disproportionately arrested compared to everyone else. Saying the N-word. Now only you can say this. And Mexicans and Asians for some reason. Bye. This is a photo shoot for your company's social media. Be prepared to do a lot of these. This is now your favorite genre. You will be compelled to buy and wear Dragon Ball Z clothing. This is Kendrick Lamar. He is now your favorite artist. Even if you like Drake, you must act as though you like Kendrick more. Well, there's everything you need to know. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy being black.
And get ready to be scouted on Craigslist to be part of these videos. When dads get a knife and all of a sudden start eating apples like this. It's the only way.
I was in prison with this fool right here, dog. Hey, you remember I used to do comedy in prison? But it was weird because they're like, how you want to get paid? I was like, sopa, dog.
Ramen noodles, homie.
Hey, am I lying, dog? He used to go with me. I was like, oh, this is my manager.
Ability, as you know, my son, Joe, is a high-level D1 athlete, third-year relief pitcher, University of Maryland. How would I know that? We're very involved. Who said that? Because I've told you. I've told you that. That's all right. Thank you. But the eligibility thing is a disaster in the NCAA.
This is my greatest realization to date. Okay, the lid from like a, what is that, a Powerade bottle? Ah, you've just made an adult sippy cup.
It pisses me off that people always say, oh, German is such an aggressive language. Not always the case, right? Because hello, in Germany we say, hallo. Yeah, it's cute. In Italy you say, ciao. Yeah. And in France you say, assalamu alaikum habibi. Way longer. Way longer.
This is the $400,000 helmet made for the F-35 Lightning. Why does it cost so much? Well, it's a lot more than just a helmet. It takes the traditional heads-up display to another level, projecting data like airspeed, heading, altitude, and targeting information directly onto the visor. The helmet can also stream real-time imagery from 6 infrared cameras mounted all around the aircraft, allowing the pilot to see their surroundings, including looking down through the bottom of the jet. When flying in darkness, there's no need for night vision goggles, because that's integrated directly into the helmet as well. As you'd expect, the build quality is next level, featuring a complete carbon fiber design with reinforced Kevlar.
Sick.
The custom fitting process includes a 3D scan of the pilot's head, an optical eye measurement to ensure precise distance from the pupils, and a spinal alignment to prevent neck injuries during high-G maneuvers just like this.
But can I get one for my ride-on lawnmower? Just a reminder, she's going home in a booster seat. Let that sink in. It's like she could drive herself home. She's got sponsors too.
What animal is that? Can I feel it? Is that soft? Let me see. Oh, no, that's good.
That's a violation. When you think you're the coolest boat, then this guy shows up. Is this a sailboat? What are we looking at here? Y'all are rich. How I ate when we first met versus how I eat now.
Girl, you don't eat your food.
So good.
Eat it. Come here, eat up.
Just as a note, I did not put her in a gorilla costume, okay? She did this to herself. A C-17 down low in the Lake District. Ooh-wee. When the client says we want a lot of color. You know, these epoxy floors, man, not my cup of tea, but you do you. When the store opens at 9 a.m., but you get that one customer at 8:59. Hey, this is the post office, man, on a Monday. The best paint color for brick isn't white. No, don't paint brick. It's leaving the brick and painting the trim. Yes. Joanna Gaines, how dare you? How much painted brick has been caused by this vile woman? My dog Duke is not very aware of his surroundings.
Oh, is he gonna come up to us? Duke, the deer's over here.
Oh.
Don't scare him.
Got it, homie. Still more action than the WNBA. This is a toilet paper clutch, like a little purse.
Toilet paper.
Why would you want to carry around a purse that looks like something you wipe your butt with?
What the hell are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying.
I went to Michael's for this.
When you walk into someone else's proposal, but it turns out to be your proposal.
Wait, it's for me?
That's actually adorable. I just can't get over the gaps in this tile, though. Oh my gosh. When the ride to the park was actually a ride to the vet. I don't think he forgives you. Give me 10 years back. Okay, trying to convince his wife they need another baby.
This is the SIG GTO. All metal. I love that. It's got a compensator up front. It's got their new optic on top. It holds 21 rounds. Thing is like butter.
Good news is, at our community, we actually have a range. It needs some development, but we actually have one there.
Just for context, this is an exorcist. Better dip them bullets in holy water. When you've been hiking for hours and finally see the best view. A Subaru Crosstrek? Oh no, it's the car to go home. The Bucket Buster Milkshake. Only in America. How much milkshake would you like? I want a bucket. Being a trans teacher does not make these flags my curriculum. It's just a reminder that all students belong here. Really, where's your MAGA flag? Can you imagine if a teacher put up MAGA flags, Trump 2028 in their classroom? But hey, if it's gay, it's okay. And black lives do matter, don't they?
So this guy here, I've been watching him since we got here. He's doing some stuff I can't actually believe. Yeah, he talks to himself as well out loud.
Giving off the main character vibes.
Do something cool here, wait and see. Here we go, here we go.
I just broke both my ankles watching this. Every Chinese restaurant before they deliver your food. Yeah. We want them to rip open that bag. If you don't get your knife out, it's not even authentic Chinese food. Democrats campaigning for the midterms. Is this the pandering African drum? Oh, Karen, this is just embarrassing. You know, I lived in West Africa for 2 years. I didn't try to dance like them because I didn't want to look like an idiot. But Karen here, gotta get them votes some way. Joe Biden at Jesse Jackson's memorial service tells everyone that he's smarter than them.
Club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering. I'm not being critical of you, but think about it. It's the one place where people think you're stupid. Oh, really? I'm a hell of a lot smarter than most of you. But all kidding aside.
My favorite part is where they announced the attending presidents and they mentioned Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris as former presidents. By those standards, I was also a former U.S. president. Hey, Secret Service, yeah, I'm going to need a detail over to my house. Stat. I didn't know I was a former US president either. Yeah, they've really lowered the bar. Say hello to the Pizzarito, a chicken parm sandwich wrapped in a pepperoni pizza. Why, might you ask? Why not? Dude cut me off, so I'm giving him a couple warnings. Oh, she's got pedals? Ape hangers on a bicycle is crazy work. Oh my gosh. Just see someone pedal their chopper down the street. When you just ordered the cheesy pesto gnocchi served inside a pizza bowl with a garlic butter and mozzarella crust. How many carbs do you want? Yes. This guy has pizza rolls in his cargo pants. How was he supposed to take him down on the go?
Gabriel, this is exhilarating. What's this ride called again? Lazy River. Lazy? This goose is cooking. Didn't I tell you Schlitterbahn was awesome? Yeah, we don't got anything like this in Canada. I'm never migrating again.
Missiles start flying and I haven't had a single spam call in 4 days. You know? Drop a comment down below. I have not gotten a single spam call.
Hello, welcome to the Liberal Sign Up Center, but before we get started, we just have a few questions. Okay, amazing. I have dreamed of this moment. I even dyed my hair blue to fit in. Yes, we noticed, and we love the commitment, but quick thing, is it okay if we give you a septum piercing before we talk? Please, I've been wanting one for so long. Beautiful. Okay, you see someone wearing a MAGA hat or a freedom shirt. What is your immediate reaction? Racist, big, fascist, white supremacist, probably drinks whole milk. Outstanding. Strong. Smart. Okay. Another question. If you had to pick the worst dictator, Trump or Maduro? I mean, Trump, obviously. Maduro just needs better PR. He's just misunderstood. Excellent nuance. We love selective outrage. Okay, next question. What is a woman? Easy. Anyone who identifies as a woman, duh. Next. Flawless. No hesitation. Okay, next question. Should parents lose custody if they don't affirm every single thing their 6-year-old says about their identity? Of course. 6-year-olds are basically tiny philosophers. Correct. Aristotle walked so kindergarteners could run. Okay, rapid fire round. Reusable straws or prison? Reusable straws.
Is her nose ring getting bigger?
Cancel culture. Myth or hobby? Self-care ritual. If someone says, let's lower taxes, what do you hear? I hate puppies. Perfect. Okay, now we just need your bank account info for the No Kings at Climate March protest. And here are your pre-approved signs. You can rotate between democracy dies when I'm uncomfortable and my dog is non-binary.
The best way to avoid a punch. Okay. Alright, let's try it. I think they got married. If you stay at our hotel, there's a 100% chance our hotel dog will fall in love with you. Well, there's a 100% chance I'm going to stay at your hotel then. It finally happened. We left the U.S. Trump after he saw that.
No! What am I going to do without That's a based kid.
Nobody celebrates them leaving the United States more than true patriot Americans. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Everyone is Iran this and Israel that. I ran my smoker for 21 hours and my family is Rael excited to eat dinner finally. This would be funny for his pork.
The left needs a Trump. Have you heard that? In order to beat Trump, the left has to get a Trump. Gender is a spectrum. You would have it. It's a big, beautiful spectrum, and we're all on it. We love it. We love the non-binary people. They're beautiful. They, them, non-binary. They're not boys, not girls. Something better. We love it.
Woke Trump was not on my bingo card. A better way to wake up than caffeine?
We've we've reached the point in 2026 where golf is now fascist.
I don't care. Playing golf in the United States is fascist behavior. Using up all the water, using up all the land, getting up with your bros to talk business on a course. I'm sorry, it's fashy. It's real fashy. Abolish golf courses. The worst people I've ever met in my life play golf all the fucking time. And it's like, well, why play golf when you can just yourself?
I love how she confidently says golf is fascist and she never actually explains why. Typical modern leftist argument. Step 1, make a dramatic statement. Step 2, provide absolutely zero explanation. Step 3, get mad if anyone asks questions.
She knows Obama golfs, right? Funniest character interaction I've ever seen at Disney. Somebody said this dude should shoot a pencil. So he does. On a recurve, okay. Dope. Now show me the 350 other takes. And the hundreds of pencils laying on the ground.
So the official White House page just released this compilation of videos which shows a lot of strikes that have been carried out in Iran. However, they edited the video with Call of Duty overlays from the literal video game Call of Duty. So just take a look.
Whoever's running their social media, man.
Call of Duty overlays. That's what pops up in the video game Call of Duty whenever you eliminate an opponent, whenever you kill somebody. So whoever the editor is over here, I'm not sure how people are going to take this, you know.
Take it as winning. Oh. I think you need a bigger knife. Excalibur. I thought I was running alone because the pack blacklisted me, but you're running by my side. Ma'am, can you get out of my bathroom? Damn.
Sometimes I can step over a baby gate without tripping.
Just as impressive. I think she wants some of that dark chocolate, if you know what I mean. Shirley tries to give a speech at an anti-Trump protest.
I'm not leaving until they let me give a speech. Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, I just want to move through here, sir.
No.
I really want to give a speech today. Can you help me get a speech today?
No.
No. Is it free speech today or no free speech?
It is free speech today.
Getting some photos?
Eat a bag of dicks. That way.
Eat a bag of dicks?
That way, yeah.
I don't like dick, ma'am. Probably.
Please,
When's the last time you got some?
You smell a little weird.
Is this the line for the speech, ma'am?
No, I don't think it is. Our money.
What's up? Let me, sir, you're hindering my... What's up? What's up? Bye-bye, boys. Bye-bye.
Get the fuck out of my face. Now.
Woo-hoo! Let me get you some Tic Tacs because your breath really did stink, sir. Here, take these for you.
Nick, all you gotta do is bring your own PA system and you can give your own speech wherever you want.
What did you get fired for?
I slept with a colleague's boyfriend.
1 second, okay?
He's now my husband.
Oh, hey, stop saying that, lady. You know what? Let's focus on the terrible thing you did. Where were you working?
In Wales.
In the New World, when people say, where were you working? They're not asking you what flag was flying above the shop. What was your occupation at the time?
In my hotel.
Perfect location for someone who's, you know what I mean? That's a perfect place to work for someone with no morals. Did she ever find out before I put this clip online that it was you? She found out why? Was she upset? Was she wailing?
Why is Spanish so hard?
Otorrinolaringolo?
No, it's otorrinolaringólogo.
Otorrinolaringolo?
No, it's otorrinolaringólogo.
Otorrinolaringolo?
Close guy.
you see that? That horse's hair is braided with beads. I ain't never seen that before. Why does my cat look like Donald Trump?
I love the Mexican people, especially the big girls, las gorditas. They are so tasty. Ay, que rico. They call me el viejo asqueroso, which is Spanish for the handsome orange man. In fact, the next big, beautiful one.
Look at this face. How in the world am I supposed to keep you on a diet when you just keep looking at me like this all day?
Trying to wear me down with the sad eye special. This is so unfair.
You drinking or anything?
I'm drinking coffee.
Okay. That's actually way better than us. We're drinking alcohol.
Yeah, way more destructive. Well, I stopped drinking a few years ago. If you want to grow your tuchus, stop drinking. Because once I stopped drinking, the proof is in the pudding, and I'm not talking about poop.
My God. We better stop drinking.
You're not living until you're sitting in a Target parking lot, drinking a Five Guys milkshake, waiting on your wife, living. And this man is living.
If Michael Jackson was a boxer. Hey, I paid to see it. Come on. He's fighting the ref. I mean, best footwork I've ever seen. Liberals training for civil war. I've got to go to the comments on this one. It's Snacky Chan. We call this partial arts. Why does this dog sound like a person?
Listen to his bark.
Bark! What video made you laugh? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you identify as American? Grab a t-shirt at conservativevibes.com.